Hey there. Happy Wednesday. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Back from the orthodontist. I ate. Oh, it's 3:33. Um, Back from the orthodontist, done with work. I have new power chains. Just on my top left baby tooth. That actually it looks like a grown-up tooth, but it's actually a baby tooth. And it always amazes all the dentists and everything. They go crazy over it. Anyway, I have a power chain on that because it was starting to turn as they were successfully shifting my top teeth over with that top baby tooth started turning in, so they put a little baby power chain on it, and so it looks kind of cute. Anyway, I always say when they're doing that, when they're putting all that stuff on there, I tell them it's just like a crafting project, and they laugh. I crack them up laughing. They crack me up laughing too. I really love those people at that orthodontist office. They're also nice and funny and everything else. But anyway, yeah. So then I go back December 18th, and they're going to put as long as this tooth has turned the way they want it to, then I'm going to get stronger wire on my top teeth. So we're getting there. Rubber bands only at night, same place as I had to put them for the past whatever 6 weeks or however long it's been. So, hey Mandy, how you doing? What's for dinner? That was a good dinner you posted the other day. The roasted chicken and roasted potatoes. Yum. Anyway, so that's it with the orthodontist. My appointment is tomorrow, and I can't remember if it's a full exam or if it's just a checkup. And I got a voice message that my appointment's at 9:30, but I have a card that says it's at 2. So I'm not sure what's going on. I kind of was hoping I wouldn't have to get up early again, but oh well. This really has been some rough weeks here with trying with. I don't know. It's just been a lot. That's one reason why. Well, I know. Well, I say I know. I don't know that for sure, but I don't plan on cooking for Thanksgiving because I'm gonna be working on work stuff all Thanksgiving, and just being thankful that I don't have to leave to go to work that week. That's among other things. But yeah, that's what I'm doing for Thanksgiving, as far as I know. I would love to have Thanksgiving at my house, but until renovating and all that kind of stuff is done, that's not happening here, which makes me really sad, to be honest. Because I love to cook and I love to feed people, but I've rarely been in an opportunity to be able to do that because of the condition of the house. But um, like I said to my husband, after we got the garage, it's like, well, now we need to tear down the house and build a house that matches the garage. And he just kind of looked at me. He doesn't do that much, but he gave me a look like I give him looks. Like that look that's like, you know, Mama say knock you out. Too funny. Anyway, chicken tomato fettuccine. Wow. Wow, that sounds delicious. I'll be over. Actually, I'm full right now though. I actually ate believe it or not, I ate fast food. I ate it was like right on the way home from the orthodontist, and so I just stopped at that Wendy's, and I don't think I've ever stopped at that Wendy's before in my life. Um, and the wild thing about it is everything was fresh. I got one of those chicken Asiago sandwiches. It was fresh. It was so fresh the cheese wasn't melted, which wasn't bad because it's a nice flavored cheese. The patty was crispy and hot. The vegetables were all, they weren't like, soggy or tasting like grease or nothing like that. Everything was fresh. I was like, wow. So I guess that was meant to be. Okay, like I'm going on and on and on. What I'm supposed to be showing is the rest of my unboxing. And so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so the other day I got this part of my order, which is the blending medium. Okay, let's see if we can get this in here. Blending medium, Winsor Newton blending medium. I trust Winsor Newton because I have bought some of their paints before. Their oil paints, so I know the name and whatever. So I thought, okay. So I actually, because of buying the watercolors and already having the watercolors that I can't find as yet, I know that when I start using them, um, legit or whatever, I'm going to want to play with them to see what they do. And so I got the blending medium, and then I also got two other things. Also by Winsor Newton, because if I'm going to go there, I'm going to go there. I tend to go like all in when I decide to do something. So I got the gum Arabic or whatever, and it increases the transparency and brilliance and gloss. Sorry, I still can't say my L's. So that's what it does to watercolors. Again, this is watercolor medium. Then I also bought the ear. You know what? Did I? Oh, did I get that one? You know what? That's so weird. I thought I got the masking one, but I didn't. But I don't really need the masking one because I have this that I got a few weeks ago, the Monmart masking fluid. So I could use it, so I have this. But yeah, I just realized that today. Anyway, I didn't intend to buy the gloss because you know me, I like things shiny. Then I also bought iridescent medium, and it is for watercolor also. It says medium iridescent. Oh, sorry, that was the other language. Iridescent medium, sorry. And it's supposed to make things matte colors or whatever, just regular pigment. It's supposed to make it look iridescent. Excuse me. I've heard some people. I actually was reading reviews on Amazon to find out like what people were saying with how it works. Some people have used it. Actually, they use it for acrylic and for sorry. Well, wait a minute. I think some people did say they also have used this on acrylic, but mostly they use it. Excuse me. It seems that most people use it on watercolor or gesso. I mean, watercolor or gouache. Sorry, my brain is like really like a bag that got shook up and the contents spilled out on the table. It's been quite a day, quite a week. Anyway, so people use it with watercolor and gouache. I've also seen where people have said they've used it on acrylic, but you have to be careful. Like test a page first because sometimes it will kind of leave a white cast or something on it. So they said test it with acrylic before you use it on there. I've also read where some people have used it on pencil, on colored pencil. And again, that's another situation of testing it first before you actually do it on whatever it is you're working on. So I may be doing that to see what happens. Because, for one, that might be an easy, simple way for me to elevate the pages I've already done in colored pencil in the Jasmine Beckett Griffith books. So we'll see. So I have these to play with, all three of these, and to figure them out. Like my reference point, for better or worse, is always oil painting. And if I could get something, be able to do something like oil painting that I could do just at my desk, That might make me happy. It might. I don't know. I need to spread out though when I paint, and I need big brushes, big canvas, but whatever. Bubbles, hey, I was checking to see if you were live or anything because I wanted to. I was gonna watch you if you weren't, if you were. I can't talk. I'm sorry. I should just turn on music and just color because I can't talk. But I want to show you the stuff first. Okay, so this is the thing that I'm really coming on for. Yes, those 2 bottles and the 3 total are important, but this is what I'm really coming on for. I did it. I did it. I did it. I can't believe I did it. I just says, "Oh, brother, just get it." You keep looking. Every time you go on to Amazon, you keep looking, and compare this one, that, and the other. Just get it, darn it. And so I did. Um, and I'm not opening it yet until I'm ready to go there. Why don't you know? Oh, yeah. I hear you on that. I debated just now. It's like maybe you should just go do something else. But I thought, nah, I'm just gonna color. I don't know. It seems like the week has been shot already, so it's like, what difference does it make? Oh, that's right. Your packages. You got packages on the way. Yeah, I got these yesterday at about 2 o'clock or something like that. They came. So, um, so I'm not opening any of these until I've like totally like mentally prepared myself for it, and also mentally prepared myself for what I'm gonna color in. I highly doubt that. I don't know. I highly doubt that I'm gonna swatch because I just don't swatch. And I mean, okay, so my thing might look like caca as a result, but I almost kind of don't care. I don't know. I just feel like I'm very real today. I almost said, well, what was it that I almost said today? And I told him, you know what, I was going to say something else, but I'm not going to say it. Because everybody was kind of like they were half asleep. And I almost asked them, I asked them like a few questions. Are you something? Um, I said, do you have any questions? And then I said, are you awake? And then I almost asked them, did you take up today? Just like, because I wanted to get them awake. They were just like, kind of like, I don't know. It was like with a bunch of bobbleheads. I'm like, come on, let's slap you all awake. I didn't say it though. They had no inkling what was going to come out of my mouth, but I did tell them I was going to say something. Then I called it back. I pulled it back. I reeled it in. Sometimes you got to shock the audience to really get them to like, yeah, but like whatever. Anyhow, so this one comes with little brushes. I don't know how good the little brushes are, but there they are. Kind of nice to have some designated just for that, so I don't mix them up. I like the little case thing. I guess this is the palette, which is kind of cool. I don't know if that's safe for me though. I don't know. I know these things are like more pasty like, but if I add medium to it, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be good enough for my clumsy self. But I do have another kind of palette somewhere here, but then that also takes up a lot of desk space. So like to just be able to leave it in here like that might be I don't know. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna work with these. These are the colors that are in it, which I figured is like it's 36 colors, I think. And I thought, okay, well that's respectable for starting out. Well, I got it upside down, don't I? Um, and I do have a spray bottle of water, but I'm wondering. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of research on that. I've already had this, little bottle around, so I'm gonna do some research on that. Like, it looks like Himi has their own spray, and I'm wondering what's in it and how much of what needs to be in there. I'm thinking to keep moisture, but to keep it from molding. Um, I'm curious about that. So I'm going to do a little research on that because I might mix up. Like I thought, well, what if, yeah, I start thinking things, forget it. It's like the wood's burning. Um, if I put a drop of peroxide in this, like how, hydrogen peroxide, would that save off molding in these things? Like, I'm not really going to do that because after I paid for this, I'm not going to ruin them. But I'm going to do some research on it because, yeah. Although, kind of my goal is once I get them, I'm thinking once I get them and open them up, it's got to be a goal for me to use them up. Like, use them, do a whole bunch of stuff with it because I don't want this spoiling. Um, it's not like oil pigment that like it can stay in the tube for forever and not, get hard or anything like that. And then all you gotta do is squeeze it out, add medium, and you're ready to go. It doesn't spoil, but the thought that these things spoil to me means I have to have a plan to use them continuously. So, and I do have all those Jasmine Beckett Griffith books, so that might be the continuous use. Who knows? Yes, Mandy. What? Dinner's ready? That's okay. I'll eat some more. Mandy is making. Okay, let me get it right. Chicken tomato fettuccine. So yeah, so we're gonna do something with this, and actually, I have some little canvases, and well, I have some like bigger canvases. I wonder. I also could experiment in my sketchbook too. I'm waiting for what, Mandy? You got me on the edge here. Oh, she said no. Dinner's not ready. Okay. What coloring book? So that's the end of my unboxing that carried over from the other day. And Lord help me, please don't. I don't want to get anything else. I really don't. I mean, I say it like somebody's got my hands behind my back or tied behind my back or something, but really, I really just want to use what I have. But I did find, like I said, that I needed something to elevate the images in that one particular book. Pencil alone was not doing it. Let me see. Actually, and where are we? I'm gonna show. Oh, Magical Worlds. Well, you got a lot of people. Well, not, well, I guess a lot. You got a lot of people coloring in there. You could do color alongs and stuff. That's awesome. Congratulations. So I started, what did I do in here? Seems like I did something in here. What did I do? I don't remember. What did I do? Maybe I didn't do anything in this one. Yeah, but notice how, like, pencil, yeah, it's like, okay, wah wah, this needs more than that. And I have to figure out what that more is and add it. Um, because of the way the books are, I feel like they're very archival, kind of, the book. I just, like, I'm always raving about the way the book is constructed. So I feel like I need to give it what it's asking for. Oh. So I did a little more work on this page. As I look at it a little bit more, I don't think it's too bad. But I probably should make it so you can see the whole thing. I mean, it's still like kind of bland, but some of the things I experimented with in here, they don't look so bad. I don't know if you can even see it that well, though. You can see kind of a glimmer or glisten as I do that. But I went in with pencil and I kind of darkened. I did some more shading and kind of contouring with her face. I did some smoothing of like the pencil mark on her face. I did some outlining on her body here. Um, I did some shading on her legs. I didn't touch the water because I'm terrified of that. We got to find a way to deal with that. I colored in the sea creature back here a little bit, and I started coloring in the boat. I didn't get everything done, but I started. Um, and then I stared at the sea creature, trying to figure out, am I going to do something else to that? I mean, everything looks so, I don't even know what to call it, plain. It looks so plain. I don't think this was made to be plain. But I have to put on a bling out hat, a bling out thinking cap to figure out the right way to pump this up. So, oh, I also did some shading on the globe too. Oh, and I forgot. I did the first thing I did was on the her skirt. I did shading on her skirt. So, which I like. But now I don't know. I stare at it and say, "What do you want? What is it that you want?" I did that with the yard here when I moved here, and I'm looking at the yard and I'm looking at all the grass and I'm like, this it's asking for something. The land is asking for something. The land wants flowers. And so I didn't know the first thing about doing it. I bought some from Lowe's and then I started learning how to do that. I started investigating and fell into that whole winter sowing thing. Learned, fell into that group online, and then I was putting dirt and seeds in jugs and putting the jugs out in the winter time, and I wound up with umpteen flower beds that I kind of missed some too, but can't do that right now because since we put the garage in, now the backyard floods at certain times of the year, and until that water control gets put back into place, I'm not spending any time gardening. I don't like to have my work undone. So, hey Deb, happy Wednesday. I don't know why I'm singing it. I'm just in a weird mood today. So, yeah, I keep looking at these and I'll flip through the books sometimes and I'm like, what does this want? You know, what should I have in here? What should I be using for? And I wonder if wash is actually the answer. I wonder. I don't know. But I do want to finish these first too. I do like how I did that cat though. I know it's probably supposed to be a statue, but I wanted to make him real. If I can make him really real, so he's like here with me. When I was little, I used to want a Black Panther for a pet. I guess that must have been like being a child of the 70s, an African American child of the 70s. Black Panther. I did though. I think I even dreamed about it once, a few times that I had one. So I could do the rocks. I actually started this one in the corner. I just colored it all yellow. Um, I don't know if I feel like doing this one, but it's nice repetitive work. It's probably boring to watch. Then I did. Um, I'm not done with the page before this one. This one here with the purple. Um, Not done with this one yet. I needed kind of a break and to stand back from it a little bit. I love tuxedo cats. I had a tuxedo cat way too briefly. And where she had black on her face, like she had black where her whiskers come out and her whiskers were white. I loved that cat so much. Oh my gosh, we lost her way too soon. My heart's still broken today over it. It was a long time. I would just cry every day about her because, like, she was, I don't know, we were tight. Me and that cat were tight really quick. Thank you. Yeah, I kind of was trying to picture it, like, kind of glistening. And I've had a black cat before, an all black cat. So, you know how the light hits them? It's like, wow. The way their coat just kind of it just gleams, like, in this, like, kind of luxurious kind of way. Yeah. So I was working on this one because I was taking a break from this one. Um, because I really liked what I did here, and then I'm trying to think. Okay, I kind of pictured what was happening here with like the things coming out of like some magically created portal or something like that. But then I was thinking about, well, so what's in the background then? And I don't know. And then also the down here, what do I do with that? I don't know. So that's when I move on. Oh, Kelly. Hi, Kelly. It's a strange cat woman, cat loving woman on the other side of the screen. Well, yes, and do cat sounds, dog sounds, whatever. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just love animals. That's all I do. Okay. So am I gonna do this chick? Did I miss any of her dress? Because I did yesterday. I was kind of trying to make like let her have like a white streak in her hair, but I think I'm gonna have to draw that in with a pen because it didn't come out quite right. So let's see. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Let me figure out the colors of some things. I decided to go with blue and orange, like the fish, the goldfish or whatever, and then what else? What's she got in her hand? What is that? Flame or can't quite see what that is. It's a scepter. Okay, it's a scepter and it's kind of like a structure or some kind on it. And then the other end. I don't know why the moon is shaped like that, but let's work with the moon. I suppose. Navy blue background. I wonder. I kind of want a beige in there for the moon. What else do I have? I also have that the Nightfall coloring book too, which I have to double check what I was doing in there because now I don't even remember. It's been that long. I'm gonna do this. This is one of those French, yeah, 10% French gray. I don't know where the gray is in this, but I love this color. So how long have I been live? Okay, 30 minutes. That's respectable. So I think, well, you know what? Part of my thing about getting more supplies is like having them where I can readily access them and find them without having to tear my room apart. Because I have limited space and I'm still in the process of, organizing stuff. And like I kind of was almost there, and then I bought something. Like what all those books from Ollie's, I think it was. And then it was downhill from there. Kept getting something, and then it was. And then we're getting ready to, like, my husband's going to be remodeling well, putting in the bathtub, let's put it that way. I don't know if he's going to put in the sink and everything, too. I don't think he's going to do that. He's like doing it piece by piece, which kind of, I mean, if it gets done, it gets done, but I kind of would have liked to have it be like 1 week, do the whole thing, done. I hate um, dragging it on and on and on. As I said, I would have gladly paid for somebody out of my pocket to just do it. 1 week, do it. Actually, a lot of times they do it in just a few days because they get a bunch of people and, on their workers and get it done. I mean, it's kind of worth it to me. This way, it's like, moving stuff and wait and move. I don't know. It's just, I like one and done. One and done. Oh, what's this color? Maize? Is that what it is? Beige, it says. Is it beige? Why are we putting all these colors in the moon? I don't even know. Because we can. Remember the old Taco Bell commercials, which was from something that was on some TV show? I like the moon, for it is good to us. I like the moon. Why am I singing today? I don't know. I've been doing that since this morning. I've been singing, 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 singing. Some little puppets. I don't even know where they came from or what they were on. Okay, now people probably are like, what is wrong with this chick? She's really wacko. I like the moon, for it is good to watch. I like the moon. I have to find the video now of them creatures. Had all kinds of songs going through my head since like yesterday. Like, what was it last night? I kept hearing that song in my head by, I can't remember who it is. The Originals or something like that, or a name that begins with an F. You got me going in circles. I keep hearing that song in my head. And there's a line where they say, is it that song? Um, was it that song or another one? Oh, no, 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 not that song. Um, the song Smiling Faces. Smiling Faces sometimes pretend to be your friend, and then they have this, that one line in the song where it says, shoot, beware of the that just might hold you back. I can't remember. I don't know. There were bits and pieces of it. Oh, there was one. Maybe that was. Why are all these songs coming to me right now? Because now I'm thinking even that's not the song. It was something. Oh, like I said, I was singing left and right. All these songs in my head lately. I don't know why I'm making the tips of the brown moon, the moon brown, the brown moon, the tips of the brown moon. Lord help me. It's been a week. Um, no, it's a song about love, but then there's this one line that it's like, where'd that come from? Oh my gosh. As long as I've been singing it since last night, now I can't remember the song. But it's from that era from where I sang all those other songs. Oh, brother. Something about the sentiment in the lyrics is like, that might be, oh, that's what it is. What you see is what you get. That might have been like the originals. If what you're looking for is real loving. I used to love that song, especially when it did the stop. It did it, did it, did it, did it, did it, and then the guy did some sound that like he must have been watching a lot of kung fu movies or something like that. You have to hear the song. I guess I'll post it on my community wall. The song. I seem to be posting songs lately, like since, I don't know, this morning was it? Or before that? Yeah, so what you see is what you get. That's the name of the song. If what you're looking for is real loving. I used to love that song. Yeah, I know. I'm just going off. I don't even know why. I'm just like, I'm kind of like no filter today. No filter. Then the first thing in my head this morning, I heard a song by Andre Crouch where he's like basically it's Proverbs. Is it Proverbs? No. No. It's Isaiah 26:3. Um about peace. What is it like now I can't remember. What is with my selective short-term memory here? Where he's basically quoting a scripture there. And that song was like the first song in my head this morning. And then yesterday, and then again this morning, later on today at work, um, this song by Bad Brains. It was like a punk rock band, punk band, yeah, I guess yeah, punk metal before their time. They were before their time. Um, and I think every one of them in the band is actually Jamaican American, I think. Um, and it's a song called Rise. That song was in my head this morning, and so much so that when I got to work, I played it. It's like I don't even care how loud it is. It's just like I'm playing it. I need to hear it. I watched a documentary about that group too, and it was kind of sad that like one of the, I think it's the lead singer, um, kind of, I guess he developed or developed like a mental illness and kind of has been going through a lot and has been kind of difficult with the rest of the band. But they say that's what genius does, right? But yeah, they were definitely before their time. And groups like Minor Threat and what Henry Rollins band Black I can't say BLs Black Flag. They were like groups that like looked up to them, and man, they were hard. Bad Brains. Listening to it today, it's like, oh, this is like, oh, it's smoking. But I usually play that when I need to, I don't know, I don't know, when I need to get up in some way, shape, or form. Get up and do something. Did I just give her like a lip lip? So what's behind her? We got smokes and things. What color are we gonna make these? Oh, okay. Yeah, kind of. Let's see. Where my I was grew up with R&B and old like rock steady reggae. Um, then um, also I listened to without knowing what it was but loving it. A lot of psychedelic 60s psychedelic music. I guess it was whatever like the DJ was able to slip onto the radio. um, and then one of my uncles introduced me to Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young when he got back from the army, and I was hooked. Um, what did I start listening to after that? Um, Probably like junior high and high school. Listening to all kinds of rock. At first, it was like stuff like well, I really like Dan Fogelberg and and then a lot of the country rock. And of course, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Neil Young, always, always there. Stephen Stills, that was always there. But like that kind of California country rock kind of thing with Linda Ronstadt and the Eagles and um, what's his name, Jackson Brown. Um, and then a friend of mine started introducing me to like Led Zeppelin. And let me see, did I ever listen to Bowie then? I don't know. I only listened to Bowie as much as was on the radio. But she introduced me to like Ronnie Montrose and Robin Trower, who I still love. Oh my gosh. Like Day of the Eagle and Bridge of Sighs. So I started listening to like kind of hard rock stuff like that. And then it was like early 80s was when I started listening to punk and new wave. And kind of stayed on a long alternative music and punk and alternative music thing after that. Um, which is probably what I know more from the 90s than even than R&B, because I wound up being in bands and stuff then too. So, as a matter of fact, I was just telling some people today how I actually went to see U2 at a small club in my home city. And they wound up not playing because they couldn't get everybody cleared out, all the customers cleared out, so they could do a sound check in a room without anybody, in it. And so they never played. So we had bought our tickets and gone, and I got all dressed up. It was actually a first date that I was having with somebody, and the only reason I agreed to the date was because he was taking me to see U2, and then they didn't play. Hey, Mary. Yeah, I'm kind of moving around. I'm taking a break from the one and from this one because I need fresh eyes on it, and then I moved to this one just because it's the next one in the book. So no better reason, just because it's the next one in the book. I don't know why I'm so talkative today. I'm just running my mouth. Is there something? Well, you know what? It might be the sugar in this weird drink I got. Like the food was good from Wendy's, but this drink, I don't know. I hope it doesn't drip on it. It's like it's supposed to be. They asked me, "Do you want the bottle, something like the lemonade from the, whatever the thing is where they, the what do you call it? I can't remember what they call it. Where they flip the switch and the stuff comes out, or do you want the natural lemonade?" I was like, hmm. So I just said, I don't know. Give me the natural. Yes, it sounds better to have natural lemonade rather than to have unnatural. I assume the other one is unnatural lemonade, so I don't want unnatural lemonade, right? Oops, I did drip on there. That figures. See what I mean? Can't have me and water together. Nowhere. Nowhere. Not good. Except in the shower when I need to take a shower or a bath, which I hope to soon be able to take a bath again. Oops, did I say that too loud? I hope not. He understands though. I have been asking for that for a long time. Okay, so what was I saying? I don't remember. Yeah, that lemonade, it's like really sweet. Like sickeningly sweet. So I kind of been waiting for ice to melt in it to see if I want to bother trying to drink any more of it. I'm afraid if I add water, it's gonna just between that and the ice, it's gonna like take away all the flavor. So, um, but the food was really good. It was really good. That was the freshest sandwich I have ever gotten from Wendy's. Ever, ever, ever. Maybe from any fast food place at all. And I don't know why I'm adding brown to these fish, but I am. So, no reason. Just feels good, so I'm doing it. And I think I kind of like how it looks. I like how it looks tomorrow. Looks like I need to add some orange. I was going to add like black, like a strip of black or something in all of them, but I don't know if I'm going to do that now. I may just leave them orange. So I have to figure out some of these other spaces, and I don't know if I feel like doing that. Orange and blue. It's like to add that third color is always kind of like, Once you do that, you can't turn back. I'm not sure that I'm ready to do that. I'm not ready to do that. And I don't think I want to color another picture. Yeah. What the heck has she got in her head? I like the flowers. That looks like using a smaller diameter pencil. Now let's do this and see if we can keep everything from falling down. Oh, looks like we did. So was this the one everyone's working on? I have a few in here. I think that might have been it. Okay, so I have this one to finish. And then I also have this one. I gotta remember what I use. Ooh, it's the hard part. Did I color? If I colored all the peonies, it won't matter what I do with the other ones. So what colors are we doing? Maybe I want to make flowers blue when I know there really aren't that many flowers that are actually blue. But I'm gonna. Yeah, I can tell that this wire is not tighter than the other wire they had on my top teeth because I'm not feeling any pressure. which is almost like when you feel that pressure, it's kind of like lets me know, yeah, it's working, it's working. But it's going to be when I put the rubber band on that I'm going to feel it. Get that ache. I don't know if I want to use the same one. Okay. So let's see, now we're on to month 11 for having braces. So 7 months to go. No, not month 11, month 13. Sorry, because it was a year last month. Told you, my brain is like, got shook up. Why does that one look so different? Is it wilting or something? Where'd it come from? It looks sickly. It's very waxy. Ah, I love delphiniums. It took me like 7 years or more to actually, maybe 10, for them to actually grow for me. I had been starting them from seeds for several years, like using the winter sowing method, because that was probably, I figured that was best for them because that's really how I grow things. I don't like starting seeds indoors because I'm not good at doing the hardening off. And something always happened, and I could never figure out why. Because so many other things that would sprout, but those wouldn't. And then one year I had them sprout, and then I forgot I had them, and I planted them somewhere and totally forgot I had planted them there. And then one year, there they were blooming. They're gorgeous, just like truly blue. It just was amazing. It's like it almost like this color blue. Beautiful. Yes, I did. Yep. Yes, I did. They gave me they replaced the top wire, the wire on my top teeth, and they put um in that process they put a power chain on one of my teeth, or two, where my baby tooth is on the top, so that they can turn that tooth. Because what happened when they had me, um the my teeth did successfully shift over like they wanted it to. My top teeth did shift over to the right like they wanted it to, and came out a little bit. But in that process, it caused that one baby tooth to kind of turn inward for some reason on the left hand side. So they put a power chain on it so it will turn it out. And then they said what they'll do once that tooth is out, turning outward, then they're going to put tighter wire on my top teeth to make them all, what did they say? I can't remember what they said, to make them do something. Oh, to get them to line up to my bottom teeth um, properly. So, yeah. I don't know if I've ever, like, I would always, like, go to Walmart or Lowe's, like when I know it's time for a certain flower to stop blooming, because sometimes they would have them on the cart there for like half off or 50 or more. And I tried to pick one up like that, but I never saw any there. any there. But that might be something you want to do too, because sometimes they have plants on that cart that you can rehab. So I actually did that with the There's a I have a what's it called? It's not a hibiscus. It's a azalea. I have an azalea that I actually grow indoors because it's too cold here for those. And I grow it indoors. It's in the sunroom that I got like that. It was a rehab plant, and it blooms inside. It's pretty cool, and it does so well inside. I'm afraid to take it outside in the summer. I just leave it inside. But it does amaze me. They always have packets of delphinium everywhere, and they have like the combination blue, pink, and white, or blue, pink, and light blue, dark blue, light blue, and pink. But man, I kept sewing them again and again and again and again, and they weren't catching, or I don't know. It was really weird. I don't know what made the difference that last time. Ooh, yeah. I'm in a I think I'm zone 5. I don't think that's changed. Um, so I think they don't last year round here. You can only have them out in the summer. And so I was like, well, plant this pretty, and like you're gonna have to let it die. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. But I also like I had a actual list, and I have that list in my head. It's in my head for all the plants that I would want if I were to move to a different growing zone. Like offhand, I can't remember what that is, but the winter sowing, Mary. I put in like what, like seven garden beds doing that, full of flowers. Insane. I just went, like I said, like when I go there, I don't have, I don't know, I get obsessive with it, and I did. And the way I started the beds, like the first ones I did, I actually did digging, and then I found out about what they call, well, it's basically like layering your gardening, lasagna gardening, and it has other names too. Um, but I would just put down cardboard, and then I had plenty of rocks, so I had rocks to keep the stuff down. But I put down cardboard, and then I put dirt on top. I would buy bales of Pro Mix, and 3.8 cubit bales, I think they were, a Pro Mix, and dump it on top. And I would throw compost, on there. Maybe I throw the compost on first over the cardboard, then put the dirt on top and wet it down really good. The worms all come because it's dark underneath there, and the worms poop. And you know how people actually go out and buy worm castings? You don't have to basically worm poop. Um, you don't have to buy worm poop, because if you keep it dark enough there and moist enough there, they will come. It's just like that movie. And so that's how I started all my garden beds. And sometimes I actually planted seedlings right into the bed after making it. As long as they were far enough away from whatever, like if there was cow manure, if we put down cow manure on it, I'd make sure that the roots were, that the dirt on top of the manure was high enough so that the plant roots wouldn't get burned, but it would be strong enough by the time, and the manure would be broken down enough by the time the roots got to there. Hey, Ivy Pearl. I just learned so much stuff, and it was just by being insane and not being able to stop putting in flowers and plants all over the yard. I don't know. It's like it was calling to me. I say the last owner was like, I don't know. She must have done said something. Don't let anybody get this property unless they grow on it. And something took over me, and I just was like, whoa. So you're zone. Okay, so Deb, you're in zone 6. Okay, and Mary's in zone 6 also. Okay. Yeah, I got plans. If I move, if I move to another growing zone, I got plans. I got plans for what I'd grow. No, excuse me. I wonder where I have that list. I know I have a list somewhere that I saved. Did I say Ivy Pearl? Hi, Ivy Pearl. Sorry, I'm having problems talking today. If I didn't, hello. I meant to. I thought I did, but like now I can't remember just that fast. I need a chill. I need a chill weekend or something. Oh, I just thought of something. I probably should have put in a load of laundry. I wasn't thinking about it when I got home. I can do one load tonight, maybe. I did some yesterday. I separated it all yesterday. I did about 3 loads. So, dahlias. Okay, southeastern Pennsylvania. Yeah, yeah. It is kind of a pain in the butt digging them up. I did that for a few years, so because I love the dahlias. But then, yeah. But I kind of, well, combination. I got pinched by one of them. You know them bugs that had earwigs? I think they are. The earwigs got me one time. I was mad. And they hide, and you know how dahlias their leaves are, and they're so beautiful, and like, well, it was hiding in there in one of the creases, and it's like I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't trying to mess with him or nothing. He pinched me, and that hurt. Thank you. Trying to give them their worth, because blue flowers in nature are precious. I was really like crazy with my growing flowers thing. I would even order, kind of like I'm being now with the the art supplies. Only I think maybe I was kind of worse. Um, I ordered from this seed company, Chilterns. It's all the way over in the UK. I was ordering seeds from there that like I couldn't get here, and I don't know. I was just crazy with it. I didn't do a lot of seed saving, but I did some. Um, and I did seed saving from groceries too. And I did seed saving from pinching plants in public. PPP, pinching plants in public. That were going to seed. So it wasn't like I'm taking anything. I don't think that they would have just cut it off and like forgot about it. So, but I saw, oh, there's a seed in there, so I took it, I pinch it, and bring it home and put it in a little baggie or a paper bag, and so it. Some of them I forgot about. Some of them I forgot what they were, but yeah, seems like it's always something. I don't know. I guess it keeps us busy, occupied, and helps us to express our creative self. Yeah, because I'm kind of eyeing, I don't know, I'm eyeing that whole journaling, junk journaling, and um, um, kind of card making stuff. I'm think it's percolating in my brain. It's like, uh oh. Yeah, me too. I love seeing all the flowers. I was driven, and once I found that way to do them, and it was so easy, it kind of was like, whoa. It's like I'm glad that I took pictures of when it was like that because it's not like that now. Whatever, perennial or whatever can still come up, has been coming up, but I mean, I tended them too. I used to really tend it, like weeding a lot of times, and um, I actually would try to plant things close enough so that I wouldn't have to weed. They choke the weeds out, kind of. Um, and I could do that because I was doing so many things just from seed, and not using any lights or anything inside, just leaving them outside and letting nature do its thing in the jugs. Then I mean, I did like so many different kinds of seeds. I just like would take them, plunk them in a spot, put them all together, and like the strongest of of a particular type, the strongest ones would keep growing. The ones that maybe weren't so strong wouldn't, and it would feed the dirt, But yeah, I used to put them close together. Okay, yeah, there's something about it. Well, that I kind of, I don't know. It's aesthetically pleasing and thoughtful or something to me. And then the junk journaling um seems kind of like, you know, a kind of freedom, you know, like brainstorming or something, or like doing a Pollock painting. We just kind of like go wherever, run wild. But I need more space on my desk if I'm going to do things like that. I need to get my space together. Okay. Let's see, I just can't figure this thing out. It's like, you don't belong. What are you doing there? Oh, I wonder if this is underneath the flower. It's like the greenery that's underneath the flower and the flower part has dropped out. Maybe that's what that is. I just done made up a whole story for the flower. Make up stories for everything. Hmm. Are these more of those? I don't know if I want blue close to that. Hmm. Yeah, and that's how I feel about those when I see people working on them. It just seems kind of liberating, and the fact that you're using up stuff that you have, you're not really buying anything special for like how you're decorating it or whatever. I like that idea of using up the things that are already here. I really like that idea a lot. I was watching Jean when she was did she have a video the other day? Ooh, I'm gonna choke, hold on. Oh, tickle in my throat. Jean was going through that Food and Wine magazine. I was wanting to know what those recipes were. I kept looking. I was like, "Ooh, what's that?" Every page she was turning, I had to turn. I had to close the video because I kept wanting to know what the food was. It's like that's not the point of this video that she's making. Stop looking at the food. And I thought, geez, maybe I need to get that magazine. Not to junk journal with it, but to get ideas for cooking. Everything in there looked so good. But I do have to go back and watch the video like a normal human being and not pay attention to the food, that there's food in the pictures. Sorry, Jean. I got taken away. I must have been hungry or something when I was watching it, or I wasn't satisfied with what my meal was that night. Everything looked good. Shoot, I was thinking they need to they need to give Gina some commission because I was about ready to subscribe to the magazine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to color that little spot in there. I'm not looking forward to that because it's that evil Prismacolor color, the Indothone, whatever it is, Indothone blue or whatever. And I gotta be ready for that thing because it likes to show out. We gotta be ready so I can do surgery in that area. Tiny, tiny brushes, tiny, tiny bit of Gamsol. Maybe you need to get a toothpick. Did I have, okay, I was just thinking, did I have any vegetables today? I know I have some in the fridge I can eat. If I didn't, before I go to bed, to make sure I had some veggies. Oh, I was actually able to bite into my sandwich too. That was different. To bite into that chicken sandwich because I haven't really been able to do that either. But I did. I mean, I didn't push it though, but I was driving it in part or eating it in part while I was driving home because it's like a, I don't know, like a, how long of a drive? Maybe like a 30-minute drive. I came home via back roads. And I was driving kind of slow too, which is kind of weird for me when I'm driving back roads. But I wasn't sure if I was going to run into, a school bus or anything. So, coming the other way. So I didn't want to be like hightailing it down the road just in case. Oh, oh wow, the color on metal. That's wild. Prismacolors will do that. See, I knew there was. They're a different kind of pencil. I knew there was things they were good for that were beyond the coloring books because they like to act out, but that acting out can like be useful. Ooh, these are really dark. Why am I going so dark? I'm trying to match the background. So I'm hoping I got it right tonight. That Annie Loves Crafts is coming live tonight. And I gotta double check. It's usually, I think when she comes live, it's usually at 8 o'clock, right? So I'm gonna double check when I get off of here to make sure that I'm there. Because I miss her, and I don't know if it's because I've been missing her or what. You know, if I just am not seeing the notification or something or what. 8 stops away? Oh, from home? Or did I say something that I didn't, because I can't even remember what I've said from one minute to the other. I don't know why today. I guess my brain is more full than I thought it was. I mean, it's always full anyway, but I don't know. Kind of liking these flowers. They almost look different from these. They look different from the ones over here. I'm doing something. I think I'm like pressing down harder, actually. Oops. But I do kind of like how they look. And they might need to be darker because they're on this side where I did this thing. So that might work. Oh no. I love how real these flowers look. Like they really look like if I were more up to date on my flower names and things, I could say what they are. But I can't tell exactly what these are, but they look familiar. After a while, you start losing all those common Latin names. I was learning all these Latin names for plants. It's like, what? Before that, I used to just, you know, kill plants. It's like, don't give me a plant, I'll kill it. Don't do it. The only plant I never had killed was a philodendron. That was it. But now I actually have a philodendron that is it's from 2003, so it's 21 years old. And it's been split several times. They both look slightly sorry because I really need to put them in a different container, but like goodness, how big am I going to get with the container? And I don't want to throw plants away. I feel weird doing that. But it was sitting on my desk, just in a vase, and I brought it here and put it in a hanging basket, and I've been dividing it, dividing it, dividing it, dividing it. I gotta find more places to people to give it to and whatever. Ooh, cool. That's another one I'd like to. I think it's in a similar family as the azaleas. And hummingbirds are supposed to like them. Well, dang. I went over the line. Big time. Okay. We're going to try and get all the blue flowers. The flowers like this. And then we'll be one flower down. And I don't have to worry about trying to figure out what color I was using. Well, quick look. Non-photo blue. What the heck is that? Is that what that says? Non-photo blue? What's non-photo blue? Who came up with that name? I have questions. Can I get that? Can we see? Non-photo blue. What the heck is that? As opposed to photo blue? What is that? He's coming up with these names. I need a meeting. Like a few does. I need a meeting. Meeting of the minds on the names. Okay. Any more blue? Let's scout out any more of this flower anywhere. There's some little buds. Little buds. Might need to sharpen this. That may be what the problem is. So it was in the 60s today again. Doesn't feel like October or November, but that's okay, I guess. And I noticed I watched Ryan Hall, y'all, the weather dude, and his compatriots, Brandon Kopic. It's spelled like Copic. I said that probably because of the markers. And oh my gosh, your gelatos, they were all named after food. Uh oh, okay. About the photo blue. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I just learned something today. That's cool. Thank you. Oh, there's another one. They're always hiding out. I almost wonder if this underside. No, maybe not. I was gonna say I wondered if this petal underneath should be green, but no. It looks like it's connected there. I guess I don't know. It's gonna be blue now. It is now blue. It is now non-photo blue. Okay, so I gotta find that song when I get off of here. What was the song? Oh, real. What you see is what you get. That's the name of the song. I have to post that. Okay. We always had to sign stuff in black ink. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Always needing to use the black ink. Oh man, excuse me. Whoa, that's need air. I need air yawn. Let me check. You know what? I did have that open. Yep, it's 60 degrees right now. So 60, real feel 57. Hmm. Still warm for November. So I think we got them. Well, I'll probably remember what this is because it keeps saying non-photo blue. So I'll probably remember if I need this one again. But I think we got all of those flowers. So we'll have to decide next what to do. The delphinium. And I don't know. I think these are scabiosa, but I could be wrong. Which is a weird name for a flower. I always thought scabiosa. It's like scabiosa. Pincushion flower, some people call it. So I'll come back and do some of those guys probably, or the leaves. Or I might do the leaves tonight um off of the live. Well, it's nice seeing all of you all. Um, Tonight I'm probably going to be. You know what? Let me double check. Let me check. I too many windows open. In part for myself to make sure I'm there. Yes. Tonight. Oh, how can I do this? Tonight. Okay, you take care. Bye, Kelly. Bye, Deb. See, I talk to all animals. Let me share her channel. How can I do that? There we go. So now can I share this page? Send to your devices. Right there. That's what I want. Okay. Open a new tab. This is where I'm going to be tonight to check out what's going on, what Annie's doing. I think she's doing it for her Crafts for Hope organization, and I hope this works. This is her live tonight at 8 o'clock. And so that's it for me here, and have a great night. Bye bye.